Hello lovely viewers, you are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be presenting to you the detailed analysis of the poem She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. George Gordon Byron, commonly known as Lord Byron, was a British poet, politician, and a leading figure in Romantic movement. He is regarded as one of the greatest British poets and remains widely read and influential. Byron was educated at Harrow School and Trinity College, Cambridge. During his time at Cambridge, he developed a passion for poetry and began writing his own verse. Byron's first published work was a collection of poems called Fugitive Pieces, published in 1806. However, it was his second collection, Poems on Various Occasions, published in 1807, that brought him widespread recognition. And today, we're going to study his poem, She Walks in Beauty. Let's now take our first reading of the poem. She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright, meets in her aspect and her eyes, that's mellow to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denied. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express. How pure, how dear their dwelling place, and on that cheek, and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the things that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright, meets in her aspect and her eyes, that's mellow to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denied. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express. How pure, how dear their dwelling place, and on that cheek, and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the things that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. She Walks in Beauty is a short 18-line poem celebrating female beauty. The speaker's admiration extends beyond mere physical attraction, capturing the essence of the woman's inner virtues alongside her external grace. While it may fit into the broader category of love poetry, the author refrains from overt declaration of love, instead opting to explore the enchanting qualities and purity of the subject. He concentrates on the subject's captivating attractiveness and purity. The speaker, characterized as a deeply captivated observer, presents a lens through which we examine the woman's beauty. His fascination is palpable as he articulates what draws him to her, effectively sharing his intimate musings with a broader audience, thus the readers. This creates a vivid portrait of the woman, crafted not solely from his perspective, but also inviting us to witness her splendor through his eyes. We are therefore given a portrait of this woman as seen through someone else's eyes. Importantly, the speaker underscores that beauty transcends mere physical or surface appearances. The initial verses vividly depict her physical attributes, yet these descriptions seamlessly transition into reflections on her inner beauty and moral goodness, highlighted towards the poem's conclusion. This duality of beauty illustrates a holistic view, suggesting that true allure is found in the harmony between one's outward charm and the inner integrity. In She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron, we are not merely presented with a description of a beautiful woman, we are invited into a celebration of ideal beauty that entwines the external and internal. The poem serves as a reminder that genuine beauty is a radiant blend of both, encouraging us to appreciate the depths of character that enhances physical appearance. Through rich imagery and thoughtful language, the poem elevates the concept of beauty to a level where it becomes an expression of purity and the sublime nature of the human spirit. Let's now discuss the speaker of the poem. The speaker in She Walks in Beauty remains deliberately anonymous, lacking specific identifiers such as name, age, occupation, or gender. This choice enhances the poem's universality, suggesting that the woman's beauty is so profound that it transcends individual perspectives. That is to say, anyone can appreciate and resonate with a charm. This intentional ambiguity allows readers from diverse backgrounds to find their own reflections in the speaker's admiration, making the poem relatable and timeless. However, it is intriguing to consider that Lord Byron himself is frequently associated with the voice of the poem. The work becomes not just a celebration of beauty, but also a window into Byron's own perceptions and experiences. She Walks in Beauty is a beautifully crafted and evocative piece that intricately weaves themes of light and darkness, creating a rich tapestry that illustrates the complexity of feminine allure. Byron's masterful use of vivid imagery and contrasting elements serves to paint a captivating portrait of the woman. The interplay between light and darkness symbolizes the duality of her beauty. Thus, her exterior radiance, complemented by an inner goodness that shines just as brightly. This connection between inner and outer beauty is central to the poem, as it elevates the subject beyond mere physical appearance, inviting readers to appreciate the harmony that exists when external charm is paired with moral integrity. In celebrating this enchanting woman, Byron invites us to ponder on the nature of true beauty. It is a reminder that beauty is not solely about visual appeal, it encompasses character, spirit, and the ability to inspire admiration and reverence. Through its rich language and evocative imagery, She Walks in Beauty captures the essence of feminine grace, ultimately suggesting that the most profound beauty lies in the balance of light and shadow within us. This exploration of beauty, with its deep emotional resonance, continues to captivate readers, allowing each to find their own interpretation within its lines. Let's now discuss the setting of the poem. She Walks in Beauty is notable for its lack of specific location or geographical context, primarily unfolding within the contemplative mind of the speaker. This introspective journey is centered on the speaker's attempt to grasp and articulate the outstanding beauty of a particular woman. The poem serves as a reflection of her personal admiration rather than a depiction of a definitive place, allowing readers to immerse themselves into the emotional landscape rather than a physical one. Despite the absence of a concrete setting, the poem evokes a sense of atmosphere through its imagery. It opens with references to a clear and starry night, immediately conjuring a serene and enchanting backdrop. The phrase, tender light, later in the stanza, adds to this ethereal ambience, suggesting a softness and warmth that complements the woman's beauty. This delicate light creates a tranquil environment that enhances the overall mood of admiration and reverence. While the poem may not anchor itself into a specific location, it cultivates an atmosphere rich with emotion and visual imagery. The interplay of light and darkness serves to heighten the sense of beauty being described, allowing readers to feel the weight of the speaker's fascination. Furthermore, the poem's microscopic gaze on the woman's outer appearance becomes an integral part of this atmospheric setting. The speaker's detailed observation, each delicate feature, and graceful movement transform the subject into a living embodiment of beauty, making her the focal point of this mental landscape. In essence, She Walks in Beauty invites readers to dwell in the realms of thought, and perception, where beauty transcends mere physical location. The point setting is crafted from the speaker's deep admiration and the interplay of light, creating a space that feels both intimate and universal. The exploration of beauty, conveyed through rich imagery and emotional depth, allows us to appreciate the profound connection between external appeal and inner spirit, reminding us that true beauty often resides in the delicate interplay of light and shadow, both in the world around us and within ourselves. Let's now comment on the structure of the poem. She Walks in Beauty features a consistent metrical structure throughout, employing iambic tetrameter. This means that each line contains 4 poetic feet, with each foot consisting of unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. The regularity of the meter, along with the poem structure, stanzas, and rhyme scheme, contributes to a sense of order, harmony, and symmetry, qualities that resonate with the rare beauty the poem seeks to convey. The choice of iambs is particularly fitting, as they are often associated with the act of walking. The steady rhythm of alternating syllables mimics the natural cadence of footsteps, evoking a sense of movement and grace. This analogy can be extended further. Just as an individual has one stronger and one weaker foot, the iambic foot consists of a stronger stressed syllable followed by a weaker unstressed one. This duality reflects the balance and fluidity inherent in the poem's subject, thus, the woman whose beauty captivates the speaker. Byron's meticulous attention to meter not only enhances the poem's aesthetic appeal, but also reinforces its thematic elements. The rhythmic consistency mirrors the inner harmony of the woman being described, suggesting that her beauty is not merely superficial, but deeply rooted in a sense of balance and integrity. The poem structure, therefore, becomes a reflection of the very qualities it celebrates, inviting readers to appreciate the intricate relationship between form and content. In summary, the regular metrical scheme of She Walks in Beauty serves as a powerful vehicle for expressing the poem's themes. The interplay of iambic rhythm and the imagery of walking creates a vivid portrait of beauty that is both enchanting and profound, allowing readers to engage with the poem on multiple levels. Through this careful construction, Byron elevates the experience of beauty to a realm where both the external and internal harmonize beautifully. Let's now comment on the stanzas of the poem. She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron is characterized by a simple yet structured form, consisting of 3 6-line stanzas, known as sestets, all composed in iambic tetrameter. This regularity in both meter and stanza structure contributes to the rhythmic flow that enhances the poem's exploration of beauty. Each sestet serves a distinct purpose in developing the thematic discussion of beauty, reflecting the speaker's admiration for the woman he observes. The first stanza establishes the subject's beauty, introducing the woman as a focal point of the speaker's admiration. Here, Byron presents beauty as a form of perception achieved through harmony, particularly illustrated through the meeting of darkness and light. The interplay not only highlights the woman's captivating appearance, but also elevates us to a celestial level, reinforced by references to heaven. The implication is clear. This beauty is not commonplace or gaudy, but rather a rare and exquisite harmony that stands apart from the ordinary. In the second stanza, the tone shifts to emphasize the fragility and delicacy of this beauty. Byron conveys a sense of vulnerability. Even the slightest alteration in light, whether it be 1 shade more or 1 ray less, could significantly diminish her allure. This fragility underscores the idea that true beauty is fleeting and precious. At line 11, the poem transitions from a focus on external beauty to a consideration of inner beauty, hinting at a deeper layer of significance beneath the surface. The third stanza builds upon this emerging theme, honing in on the woman's individual features to create a composite portrait that embodies inner goodness, peace, and love. The speaker suggests that her physical attractiveness is not merely skin deep. Rather, it serves as a reflection of her equally beautiful inner state. This notion of interconnectedness between outer beauty and inner virtue culminates in a powerful rhetorical climax marked by the poem's final line, which concludes with an exclamation mark. This punctuation signifies a moment of profound realization and emotional intensity, escapulating the speaker's awe and admiration. Overall, she walks in beauty, masterfully weaves together structured form and thematic depth, inviting readers to appreciate the intricate relationship between physical allure and inner grace. Through its rhythmic elegance and poignant imagery, the poem not only celebrates a woman's beauty, but also elevates the conversation about what makes someone truly beautiful, leaving a lasting impact on its audience. Let's now take a detailed analysis of the lines contained in the poem. She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. Byron opens his poem, She Walks in Beauty, with a striking simile that compares the woman's beauty to the night sky. The phrase, cloudless climb, evokes a sense of clarity and purity, suggesting an unobstructed view that reflects the woman's unblemished beauty. In contrast, starry skies conjure images of wonder and serenity, establishing an enchanting and majestic tone as the speaker invites the readers to witness this captivating presence. The phrase, walks in beauty, implies a graceful, effortless movement, likening the woman to a clear night sky adorned with bright stars, gracefully illuminating her surroundings. The poem explores the harmonious interplay of light and darkness in the woman's appearance, particularly evident in her eyes. Byron suggests that this delicate balance creates a beauty that transcends the ordinary, presenting it as something heavenly. In a poignant observation, he notes that heaven rarely bestows such supernatural light upon the daylight, which often tends to be more ostentatious. The idea that a slight change, a touch more shade, or even a single ray of light could diminish her beauty underscores its rarity and preciousness. This ethereal beauty, which is challenging to articulate fully, manifests in every strand of the woman's hair and gently cascades over her face. Her expressions, filled with sweet and angelic emotions, reveal the purity and preciousness of her character. The imagery of winning smiles and a glowing complexion on her cheek and forehead conveys a sense of softness and calmness, yet they are strikingly noticeable. This feature suggests that the woman leads a virtuous life, fostering a peaceful mind and embodying an innocent, loving heart. Through this vivid description, Byron captures not only the woman's physical allure, but also implies a deep connection between the external beauty and inner virtue. The intricate details of her appearance reflect the goodness that resides within her, creating a holistic portrait that resonates with the theme of harmony and purity throughout the poem. In celebrating this woman, Byron extrapolates the essence of beauty as a multifaceted phenomenon that encompasses both the seen and the unseen, leaving readers with a lasting impression of her enchanting presence. The poem opens with evocative words that form its title, She Walks in Beauty. These four simple yet profound words immediately create an atmosphere of admiration and intrigue. The reader is led to anticipate a celebration of a woman's beauty, but Byron complicates this expectation. He suggests that this is not merely a beautiful woman taking a stroll or someone who walks gracefully. Rather, she exists in a realm of beauty itself. She walks in beauty implies that beauty envelops her, a notion heightened by the seizure after beauty, which invites contemplation about what it means to inhabit such a state. The idea is inherently ambiguous. One interpretation could be that the woman walks in beauty because she epitomizes beauty, placing her at the gravitational center. In this sense, beauty is drawn to her, surrounding her like a protective aura. This notion is reinforced by line 3 and 4, where the interplay of dark and bright light converges in her appearance, suggesting that her beauty attracts these contrasting elements. Alternatively, it could be posited that her own inherent beauty elevates the world around her, creating an aura of beauty that transforms her surrounding as she moves through them. This duality adds layers to the understanding of beauty, positioning the woman as both the embodiment of beauty and a catalyst for it. The juxtaposition of night and starry skies further develops the point's central theme that true beauty is a form of perfection achieved through harmony. In this case, it is a delicate balance of dark and bright that encapsulates the essence of a glamour. The complexity of this sentiment is enhanced by the subsequent simile, where either the woman, her graceful movement, or beauty itself is likened to the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. This elusive comparison leaves readers pondering which elements are being drawn together, fostering a sense of mystery around a woman's extraordinary beauty. And this way, Byron invites the readers to explore the multifaceted nature of beauty, suggesting that it cannot be easily defined or confined to mere physical attributes. Instead, beauty is portrayed as a dynamic force, intricately tied to the interplay of light and darkness, and embodied in a woman who walks in its embrace. This nuanced exploration of beauty not only captivates the reader's imagination, but also elevates the conversation about what constitutes true beauty, making it an enduring topic of contemplation. In She Walks in Beauty, Byron not only establishes the theme of beauty, but also specifies a particular kind of night, one that is cloudless and filled with bright stars. This vivid imagery introduces the poet's exploration of the interplay between light and darkness, setting up an antithesis that finds resolution in the beauty of the woman. The clarity of the night sky, devoid of clouds, symbolizes purity and perfection, mirroring the harmonious qualities attributed to the woman herself. The poem's use of heavy alliteration and sibilance in these opening lines serves a dual purpose. It creates an ornamental, decorative quality that enhances the sensory experience of the poem, drawing attention to the physical beauty being described. This deliberate stylistic choice reinforces the idea that beauty is an artful construction, much like the carefully crafted language of the poem itself. Furthermore, the way in which the first two lines of the poem are paired together, through enjambment, where the thoughts flow seamlessly from one line to the next, highlights the interconnectedness. The continuation of the sentence from line 1 to line 2 creates a sense of unity, while the end-stop nature of line 2 punctuates the thought, lending its significance. This structural choice suggests that the two lines complement each other, reinforcing the notion of beauty as a harmonious entity in which each part contributes to the overall effect. This pairing is emblematic in the poem's broader theme, as it often reflects the idea of beauty as a form of harmony or perfection. Just as the two lines come together to create a complete thought, the interplay of light and darkness within the woman's beauty creates a holistic representation of allure. In this way, Byron skillfully uses form and sound to echo his thematic exploration, inviting readers to appreciate the intricate balance that constitutes true beauty. Overall, the poem's careful construction of rich imagery work in concert to illustrate the delicate harmony of the woman's beauty, drawing parallels between the natural world and the human experience. The interplay of light and darkness, coupled with the structural element of the poem, ensures that the reader not only sees, but feels the profound admiration the speaker has for the woman who embodies this rare and exquisite beauty. And all that's best of dark and bright, meeting the aspects in her eyes, that's mellowed to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denied. In line 3 to 6 of She Walks in Beauty, Byron deepens the exploration of the poem's central theme, that beauty is a perfection achieved through harmony. The specific beauty of the woman is portrayed as a result of the delicate balance between darkness and light, a concept that is intricately tied to her physical appearance. Line 3 and 4 articulate this idea, emphasizing that her beauty represents a marriage of darkness and brightness that harmoniously unite the best qualities of both elements. By suggesting that the woman, in her embodiment of beauty, occupies a kind of gravitational center, Byron implies that the most exquisite aspects of darkness and brightness are irresistibly drawn to her. Her beauty becomes an unstoppable force that attracts these contrasting elements, ultimately achieving a state of perfect balance as illustrated by the way light plays upon her face. Notably, line 4 introduces the point's first metrical variation, where the initial iambic foot is substituted with a trochee, a stressed syllable followed by an unstressed one. This subtle shift in rhythm draws attention to the complexity of the beauty being described, adding to the point's overall dynamism. As seen in the earlier lines, the grouping of line 3 and 4, as well as line 5 and 6, through enjambment and end stopping, reinforces the idea of interconnectedness. The pairing of these lines suggests a harmonious relationship, echoing the point's central theme of beauty as a form of delicate balance. The control structure creates a fragile quality, with lines 3 and 5 both incorporating a conjunction that continues the stanza's exploration of the woman's beauty. With beauty now linked to the harmonious interplay of darkness and light, Byron emphasizes the powerful and uncommon nature of this beauty. He describes how the elements of dark and bright are mellowed, thus calmed or dimmed into a light more suited to heaven than a harsh brightness of daylight on earth. This imagery suggests that the combination of contrasting elements results in a soft, soothing light that transcends ordinary perceptions of beauty. The term mellowed also alliterates with meet, reinforcing the connection between cause and effect. The meeting of light and darkness through the woman's physical beauty is what transforms them into something heavenly. This interplay underscores the idea that true beauty is not only about appearance, but also about the harmonious balance of opposing qualities that creates a lasting impression. Through this intricate examination of the woman's beauty, Byron elevates the conversation about what constitutes true allure, suggesting that it lies in the delicate equilibrium of contrasting forces. As the poem unfolds, it invites readers to appreciate the complexity and richness of beauty as a multifaceted phenomenon, ultimately celebrating its profound impact on both the speaker and the world around him. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens over her face. In the second stanza of She Walks in Beauty, Byron intricately explores the notion that the woman's beauty is both dependent upon and the result of a delicate harmony of darkness and light. This stanza emphasizes the fragility of this harmony, suggesting that it is exceptionally rare. The idea that one shade the more, or one ray the less, could disrupt this balance illustrates how precarious this beauty is. Thus, an image of a single passing cloud or a fleeting ray of sunlight serves as a reminder of its vulnerability. This fragility highlights not only the woman's inherent beauty, but also the specific, almost magical quality of the light she walks in, suggesting that her radiance is enhanced by the conditions surrounding her. The poem asserts that this beauty is doubly powerful precisely because it emerges from such a delicate equilibrium. The caesura in line 7 serves to further develop the sense of balance, creating a pause that reflects a scale tipped evenly on both sides of the comma. This structural choice invites the reader to consider the equal weight of the contrasting elements, reinforcing the theme of harmony through balance. In this context, the focus shifts to the woman's hair, described as every raven tress, and her face. The use of had in line 8 functions as a conditional phrase, meaning would have, rather than indicating a sudden shift into the past tense. This linguistic choice emphasizes the hypothetical nature of her beauty, thus, the suggestion that if conditions were altered, her beauty could be diminished. Byron acknowledges the almost impossible task of describing such beauty, referring to it as a nameless grace. This characterization suggests that her beauty transcends mere words, yet the speaker endeavors to articulate it nonetheless. The poem employs heavy assonance in the phrase, nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, creating a musical quality that underscores the speaker's struggles to capture the essence of her allure. The continuous sibilance in nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, enhances the lyrical quality of the language, while the alliteration in which waves foregrounds the speaker's effort to put a name to the woman's grace. This interplay of sound devices reveals a self-conscious awareness of the poem's own poetic nature, as the speaker seeks to do justice to the beauty through sonic ornamentation and aesthetic prettiness. Through this rich tapestry of sound and imagery, Byron conveys the complexity of beauty as both an elusive and captivating force. The delicate balance of darkness and light not only defines the woman's appearance, but also symbolizes the intricate nature of beauty itself, suggesting that it resides in the harmony of contrasting elements. Ultimately, the poem captures the profound impact of this beauty, inviting readers to appreciate its rarity and the challenge of articulating such an ethereal quality. Where thoughts serenely sweet express, how pure, how dear their dwelling place. Lines 11 and 12 of She Walks in Beauty, indeed, mark a pivotal transition in the poem, shifting the focus from the woman's physical beauty to her inner beauty. While the initial stanzas meticulously describe her external allure, attempting to capture its rarity and complexity, the latter part of the poem delves into the deeper qualities that inform and enhances her beauty. The speaker remains fixated on the woman's face, which has already been established, but the end stop at line 10 introduces a pause that opens the door for a more profound exploration of her character. In these lines, the speaker suggests that the woman's thoughts and emotions are visibly expressed on her face. The phrase, serenely sweet, escapulates her purity and preciousness, indicating that her inner life is reflected in her outward appearance. This connection between outer beauty and inner virtue becomes the central focus of the poem, moving forward. Byron posits that true beauty is not merely skin deep, rather, it arises from a foundation of goodness and moral integrity. The speaker equates the woman's good look with her good morals, suggesting that her beauty is the manifestation of her virtuous character. The language in line 11 is rich with sibilance, enhancing the sense of sweetness that the speaker wishes to convey. The sound device creates a soft flowing quality that mirrors the gentleness of the woman's attributes. In line 12, the use of diacope, that is, the repetition of how, intensifies the emotional weight of the observations being made. The phrases, how pure, how dear, elevate the discourse, allowing the speaker to reach a rhetorical height as he continues to develop their admiration for the woman's beauty. Additionally, the alliteration of dear and dwelling place, combined with the consonants of the earth sound in pure, dear, and dear, contributes to the poem's elaborate and almost gaudy ornamentation. These poetic devices serve not only to beautify the language, but also to elevate the subject matter itself. The careful crafting of sound reflects the speaker's desire to create a linguistic beauty that can match the extraordinary qualities of the woman being described. By entwining the concept of physical appearance and moral virtue, Byron paints a holistic portrait of beauty that transcends superficiality. The speaker's observation underscored the idea that true beauty is a harmonious blend of external allure and internal goodness. This realization emphasizes the rarity of the woman's beauty as it emanates from a profound well of inner grace and purity. Ultimately, the poem celebrates this duality, inviting readers to appreciate the intricate relationship between what is seen and what is felt, and suggesting that the most profound beauty lies in the union of both. And on that cheek, and over that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the things that glow, but tell of days and goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. The final stanza of She Walks in Beauty beautifully culminates the poem's exploration of both inner and outer beauty. It begins by listing the woman's physical attributes, thus, her cheeks, her brow, her smiles, and her tints, before seamlessly linking them with her inner qualities of goodness, a peace of mind, and a loving, innocent heart. This connection suggests that the speaker believes one can read a woman's character through her appearance, reinforcing the theme that true beauty is a reflection of virtue. The stanza's opening with a lexical item end, despite the previous stanza's end stop, creates an interesting transition, indicating that the speaker is continuing to delve deeper into his contemplation. The use of the conjunction implies that the thought expressed here are a natural progression of the previous lines, suggesting a more profound layer of reflection has been reached during the pause. In line 13, the repetition of end on either side of the caesura introduces a rhythmic emphasis that heightens the focus of the woman's features. The similar O sounds in and on the cheek and over the brow enhances this sense of continuity and flow. The subsequent lines employs diacope, words so soft, so calm, where the repetition of so underscores the extent of her softness and calmness, further emphasizing the speaker's intensified observation of her beauty. The zooming in on specific attributes is mirrored in the poem's increasing use of caesura, which makes the clauses more compact and focused. The descriptions of the woman's cheeks and brows are soft and calm, resonates with both her outer appearance and inner character, suggesting that her physical traits are intertwined with her emotional state. The term eloquent in the poem specifically references her inner beauty, implying that her facial expressions communicate her inherent goodness. Lines 13 and 15 utilize caesuras effectively, with similar sounding phrases surrounding the comma, further reinforcing the idea of balance and harmony. In line 15, the phrase, "the things that glow," highlights the significance of light and darkness in the context of the woman's beauty. The term tint, referring to the shade of color, symbolizing her complexion, reflects her inner state, suggesting that her physical beauty is illuminated by her virtuous character. As the stanza progresses, lines 16 to 18 summarizes the speaker's observation of the woman's inner qualities, stating that her days are spent in goodness. This reference to moral virtue indicates that her outer beauty, thus untroubled by stress or worry, also reflects a tranquil mind. The phrase, "all below," is significant, implying that the depths of her emotions and spirit contribute to her overall beauty. The stanza concludes with an emphatic exclamation mark, marking a high and climactic moment in the poem. The speaker asserts that the beauty of the woman indicates her heart is loving, and this love is described as innocent. The notion of innocence suggests that her experiences in life and love have been untainted by hardship, adding a layer of wistfulness to her portrayal. Ultimately, the poem presents an intricate interplay between inner and outer beauty, suggesting that true beauty is a harmonious fusion of physical attributes and moral integrity. Byron creates a portrait of a woman whose appearance is not only captivating, but also deeply reflective of her virtuous character, inviting the readers to consider the profound connection between external and internal realms of beauty. Let's now consider the major themes of the poem. The theme of love, the theme of harmony, inner beauty versus outer beauty. Let's look at some of the literary devices employed in the poem. Alliteration. We come across alliteration in the following lines: cloudless climes, starry skies, which heaven to gaudy day denies, where thoughts serenely sweet express, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, which waves in every raven tress. Simile. She walks in beauty like the night. Personification, which heaven to gaudy day denies. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.